So I received this message WhatsApp. So I want you guys to read it. I don't know if you are seeing the screen fully. So it says, "Hi, morning. Please, what's your shop in Abuja? Thanks." So before I responded to this message, as soon as I opened it, because this is somebody I don't know who the person is, who he is or was at the time. Even currently, I don't know who the person is. So first thing I saw was the person set it this automatic disappearing message. Immediately I saw that, to be honest, I hardly respond to message, people like that. If I receive any WhatsApp message and it's not somebody I know, I see that kind of setting, I don't take that person serious. Especially when it has to do with something this serious, that has to do with any form of business transaction or serious discussion. I don't, because it's pointless. It shows how unserious the person is. So I barely respond. If I have the time, I will go there and disable that disappearing message, because to me, I consider you either you're a scammer, because why would you set it in such a way that you want to remove the evidence. Whatever discussion we're having, I want it documented. Do you have ulterior motive, or you are too childish to be taken serious? Anyway, so I was like, okay, fine, let me, once in a while, I could just give somebody a chance, to prove himself otherwise, him or herself anyway. So I now respond, hello, what do you want to see me for? Yeah, because um the way it is now, one needs to be careful, especially with insecurity. Number one, I don't have a workshop. I believe I must have mentioned to you guys several times. For those who are active, s- not just active subscribers on my channel that watch most of my videos. So you must have known that by now. So I say, what do you want? And so he said, I'm one of your fans and I have a Peugeot 407. I just want to link up. That was his response. So meaning he has for Peugeot 407. Most likely he wants to bring the vehicle for one kind of. He need my assistance in terms of service for repair or something. He want me to work on his car, or he want to seek a professional or an expert advice, or for something. If not, what do you mean by link up? I mean, it has to be, since he has to be physical. Otherwise, if you think, oh, you are looking for a party, I don't, I don't have that time, Jerry guy. Anyway, so, and I sent him I assume he's a man anyway, um, a boy, kind of. So I sent in the terms and conditions. You guys already know this is something that I made public, so it's not. There's nothing to hide about it. So I sent it to him, which is, you find it YouTube something time. So if you want me to touch your car, just to touch your car, there are terms and conditions apply to that. You know. So he read it. You can read it while I'm talking. It's on the screen, or you can go to my YouTube channel. You see it there. Most of the videos, you see it under the video description on the comment section where I pinned it, among other um stuff. So look at what he now say. He said, Oga, na 407 I talk, oh, no be fighter jet, oh, thanks and good luck. So obviously you can see I blocked the line. You know, which you can see why sometimes you don't even give somebody a chance to show his I don't know, on seriousness in matters like this. So that's why sometimes, oh, this person is rude, he didn't even respond to my message. I said, just one word. First, how did they call it? You know, The way you present yourself is enough for someone who is serious or something will not even give you that chance to even, present your case. Walk away. I mean, what's the point? You can see, especially if you are a man and you are responding with emoji. I don't know what kind of business you do, or I mean, you need to grow up. I'm being very serious. If you're a man and what you do is emoji, emoji, emoji. I don't know what else to say. Because again, I don't take this kind of thing serious. If you want us to talk, we'll have a serious conversation. When you and your girlfriend or your wife is staying, you can do your thing, you know. So I blocked the line. So let me go straight to why I'm doing this video. And it may take a little bit while. I expect to be a long video. And number one, for those who are paying very attentive to my videos and reading some of the stuff I pinned on my videos, some messages, information I pinned, they will already know that I only work on cars on Saturday. I always put it there. I don't hide it. You see, I'll put it weekend, but that weekend means Saturday. And it's not even every Saturday. There are Saturdays that I'll be so engaged in some other stuff that I'll say, hey, anything that has to do with car diagnosis and repairs, I won't be available that Saturday. So Monday to Friday, normal weekdays, I don't engage on anything that has to do with car repairs or one way or the other. I said public holidays. You understand what I mean? So I always make that clear. So what does that tell you? That this is like one of the things I do in life. It's not my main, right now, how do I put it? Let me put it a different way. I have another career where I make earnings weekly from Monday to Friday. Don't need to go into details, but unless you are a kid, you want me to explain every details of my private life, then you're not serious. Well, I'm only showing you guys what I need to show you online about my life. So on Monday to Friday, I have something else I'm engaged on seriously. Then Saturday, then people who already know me, who live in Abuja, dealt with me one-on-one, they already know. Not something that is secret or anything. So some Saturday, they even have to call me on time, book on time. I will not say, oh, this Saturday, okay, I'll be available. Or maybe I'm already engaged with one or two other vehicles this coming Saturday, so I may not entertain yours this one next time. Maybe we'll schedule another Saturday. Or maybe there are cases I'll be like, okay, maybe it's something I could handle on Sunday, I don't know, there are some Saturday works I could start on Saturday with the team or workshop I decide to take the vehicle to. Then I take it there. If we don't finish it on time, if the mechanic at that workshop or whoever that I'm doing the work with now decide, okay, let's complete it the next day, which is Sunday, both of us will come back and continue on Sunday. Otherwise, if you are attentive as well on my channel, you find that most of the videos where you see me working on my own personal cars is mostly on Sundays. And I always mention it. If you watch the environment, you could also tell that, oh, most time we even be at the workshop, be at somewhere more private. Because I don't even have time, even though I prefer working on my car myself, but because there's no time for, I have other people's cars to deal with, I have other things in life to do. So the only limited time now I have is only on Sunday. So sometimes I will have to give other people to do it. So the only time you are in the church, you are somewhere resting, I'm under the car, fingering my cars. If you put it that way. Not that I enjoy working on my cars. I get that inner satisfaction that I don't even need any form of validation. But then My point is, instead of having that rest, I'm there, still busy. So basically, I become Monday to Sunday, no rest. So what that means is, if you're not serious, I will even give you that chance. When it comes to, oh, you want me to do something on your car, which doesn't necessarily have to be the one. So if you think it's just a boyish act that I should come and start wasting your time, that's why I put out these conditions, so that I'll weave out the unserious one, people who think that this is a child's play. I have limited time for cars, so when it comes to repairs, what I mean for car, I mean when it comes to diagnosing repairs, as man is going up, growing, aging, responsibility increases. So my car activity is now limited to almost like once in a week. So meaning that it has to be serious ones. And that's why I put all these conditions. The serious one, find your way. So doesn't mean not everybody will find it comfortable or can afford some monetary part of the conditions. But then the way you also present things or see it will also tell how unserious you are. Now, the main cause of this issue is, you can see from the look of things, look at his perspective. 407, common 407, because that's how you can see what is writing here, common. This is going to be the first time I'm going to say this, and I know it's going to piss a lot of people off with certain things I will say in this video. 407 is not a poor man's car. I don't care how you see it. It's not a poor man's car. I will repeat. Peugeot 407 is not a poor man's car. It's not the acquisition cost that I'm talking about. Because some people will say, oh, but it's not that expensive to buy. I'm talking about keeping it on the road. It's not a poor man's car. There are cars you could buy with peanut and will spend fortune keeping that car running on the road. Not just fortune, as in you see that your income can't afford to keep that car running. That's what I mean. So if you're the type that have that kind of car culture or car or maintainer mentality to the point that, no, come on, why will I treat this car so special? Then, if that is your type of person, what business do you have with Peugeot 407? What do you think Peugeot 407 is? Do you know how many people are bitter online or being frustrated? Not just online, including offline. Having one horrible issue or the other because of inability to be able to maintain a 407 financially. Because they couldn't maintain to give it to someone who will charge them higher to fix it. They will not give it to a quack who will charge them peanut to do it. Or sometimes because they couldn't afford to get a genuine pass, or even though they know the genuine pass is there, they will go for a cheaper one because they couldn't afford it, only for it to even complicate and make things worse. What makes you, how did you come to the conclusion that common 407? From where? Which planet? 407. I mean, honestly, I want this, some people will call this tough love. No, this is not tough. I'm trying to let some Nigerians how stupid they actually are. What makes you in the world think that 407? Do you know how complex 407 is? I'm not telling you as an owner. I'm telling you as somebody technically everything about 407. I'm telling you right now, every single one of them, excluding the diesel versions. Every single 407, anything that has that 407 badge, that runs with petrol engine, do you know how complex they are? Every single one of them, from 1.8 to 3.0 liter V6 engines, whether it's automatic or manual, do you know how complex Meaning that it has to be taken with care. Any small this thing, it will cost you hell to fix. Most cases. There is a 407 now abandoned somewhere at a workshop, and the owner purchased it less than 12 months ago. I knew when the car was sold. 407 VCs, not in a very bad condition. But this, could you get that few months? This guy used this car a few months. I think it was less than 6 months. He couldn't afford to maintain the car. He now put it up for sale. I'm actually considering to have even advertise the vehicle. I have not inspected the car, but I know they started the car in my presence. I knew the car before. In fact, I knew a little bit history of that car. I've never worked on it, but I knew the history because I know the previous owner. And virtually the person that bought it, I kind of knew, so I've seen the person. Few months, it wasn't even up to 12 months, if I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I knew when that car was put for sale, and somebody approached me, please, to buy the car off there, because there was nothing, as in I couldn't see any serious issue with the car. But the person thought, oh, it was just, is it not just common 407? He bought it. He could not. He couldn't within few months. Now he's basically begging whoever that will buy the car off him. Which, if I, let me put it in a different way, guys, if I've not had my own 407, I probably would have gone for that car. Because I didn't see any serious issue with that vehicle. But then the cost of maintaining the car is not for every man, not be for poor man. That's what I'm saying. Not be poor man's car. I can afford to maintain a 407, but not every man. But the difference between me and most men is some people that can even have more than, maybe wealthier than I am, or have more money, or have an income more than I do monthly. But because of that poor man's mentality, that's, I don't know how to put it. They are finding it difficult to maintain it. Because you know the difference again between me and them? Not just because financially I can afford to maintain a 407 very well without even blinking. But there are 3 other points you have to consider. Number 1, I have the knowledge. Technically, I have the knowledge concerning 407. Number 2, I'm willing to go extra mile. I'm willing to go extra mile to keep the car on the road without messing it up, without abusing it. And number 3, wisdom. I apply wisdom using that vehicle. So other people will be spending fortune to keep that car running, but I hardly spend up to that. And what does that wisdom mean? Preventive maintenance. I don't need to wait for the timing belt to cut, knowing what it will cost that engine for me to change it. I don't need to wait for I don't need to go and wait to experiment wrong oil or thick oil that is not good for that engine because it's the cheapest oil in the market. Why will I do that? I will go and experiment it, keep buying it, knowing fully well that if I put that wrong oil, it's going to damage. So I would rather go for the expensive recommended oil. As long as it keeps running for the next 10, 5, 20 years, hopefully. Rather than using that cheap oil that in the next 2, 3, 4 years, the engine is gone. And I know the engine now costs almost ₦1 million. There's so many reasons why, not just because I'm financial, no. I don't spend as much as some 407 users spend on their cars. So, if you know you can't afford 407, if you know financially you are still struggling, and that doesn't necessarily mean financially you are struggling. If you know you never reach, go find the poor man's car like a Toyota Corolla and buy. Yeah, yeah, I know some people will be offended. Why should you be offended? Toyota Corolla and a poor man's car. Why? I mean, if you're a man and you are feeling bad about it, then you have some thinking to do. I'm trying to use my words carefully. But why should I remind you of the truth? Toyota Corolla is a poor man's car. It's a car every Dick and Harry can buy and do whatever they want. Anybody can fix it with peanut. Anybody can. Okay, if you don't say one show off, you know, be Toyota Corolla, you go take show off. Even though it may cost more than most cars people wear, but I'm saying if you're a man, you know. I don't need to come to you to tell you. If you carry 25 Corolla come like this, you can't come and say you don't arrive. You never do. Because if you don't say you don't do, you won't buy a new car, then go Camry. As a man, I'm not talking as a woman, as a man, if you're dog, show how you be. If you want to manage, fine, everybody understand. Not be every time. Maybe you're still trying to, stand on 2 feet as a man. You see, you could start small. In that case, nobody will even blink an eye on you. I go buy 407, go they say, go they look down on the car like no be small man car. Who tell you that? Now what when I was growing up, my mother used to say money miss road. Now what they call such people? Not be every car person go fit maintain 407. But then, even if you don't even have that, you can actually do. Just say on average, it's not for everybody. Not everybody, if you don't even try it. But then, that's what I'm saying, if you apply wisdom, you may not have the knowledge, technical knowledge that I have on the Peugeot vehicles, specifically 407. However, with knowledge and wisdom, not necessarily, okay, forget knowledge, but wisdom. All this while I've been putting up videos. See, my videos on YouTube channel, especially this car channel, it's close to 2,000 videos now. Or let's just say 1,600 or so, or approximately 1,500. I don't know for sure, but I know it's over 1,000 videos. About 85 to 90% of those videos on this my car channel is about Peugeot. All you need to do is, you can, once in a while, once I mention anything, you go there, no matter how boring, listen, watch it. It's for your own good, unless you don't really care about that vehicle I'm discussing in that video. But if you pay attention, you know that most times it's not just about that particular vehicle. And if you watch my videos, you'll see that it's different from every other person's video. That's what makes me different. Because what do? I educate. Even when I don't have the opportunity or I don't have the gadget to hold the video while I'm working or doing something, but what will I do? I will explain what I was about to do, which the video eventually may not capture. Or I will explain what led to why I need to change this. I will explain how this thing started behaving, which led me to virtually rule it out and find out that this is the culprit. I will explain how is to educate, no matter how boring it is. This is for somebody who is serious enough that want to learn. You don't need to know how to do it. But that's what I call with knowledge. Like, there's a difference between a driver and the experienced driver. Because experienced drivers don't have to know how to use spanners or use vehicle car tools or anything. No. But they can be able to tell as they are driving or they are traveling, there are certain things that will happen. They will be able to figure out the issues, even if it's somebody else that will come and fix it. But the experience will teach them symptoms like this is usually the culprit. To narrow it down, there are issues that's what I'm saying, not experienced person. So when I'm speaking, you'll be able to learn certain things because you don't know tomorrow you may end up deciding to buy that vehicle. You'll be able to prevent having some certain issues that usually tend to come up owning such vehicles. Yeah, many people might be experiencing certain issues or a peculiar issue in a particular model of a vehicle. But an expert will come and tell you, do you know you can actually prevent that experience from your own ownership of the vehicle? All you need to do, don't do this on this car. Even though it's a common issue, but if you don't do this on this car, you will not experience that fault. Even if it will come, it will not come at a bad time. Even if you come, okay, this is what usually happens. Before that issue will come up, look at the signs it will give, so that you spot it on time. You don't let it strand you on the road. There's certain things, these are things, but yet people does money you no get. Oh yeah, pay attention and educate yourself so that you do certain things yourself, or you'll be able to know how to pay certain wahala. No, if you don't get, if the first say not before every man, I beg, not be for every man. No, some will be saying, I'm taking this thing too much. Come on, no, seriously, look at someone's. How do you expect this kind of person to be able to go for something that will serve his vehicle? When do you know how many people? Do you know how many people messages, calls I receive weekly, wishing they live in Abuja? Wishing they live in Abuja so that all these their car Peugeot issues will be solved. Or wishing that they live in Abuja so that they could actually experience Peugeot, they could buy Peugeot, which they actually would like to have. But because where they are saying they don't have people like me, so there's nothing they could do, because they are not technically inclined to start fixing their cars by themselves. So they have to just, let that dream go away. Yeah, making these things. So, I mean, it's very unfortunate. Because there was a time I mentioned, there was one day I was at a mechanic workshop, and somebody brought in a 407 automatic with a EW10A engine. So I saw the engine oil they bought. It was total for 7,000, 20W50. Or was it Mobile SHP 20W50? I forgot. I know it's one of them. I know it's either of these two oil. It was 20W50 oil weight or oil grade. So they've not poured it, but they kept it on the bonnet. The engine bonnet was already open. So the man was standing beside the bonnet or the engine bay. So I walked up to him and said, "Oh, this is your car?" He said, "Yeah." I said, this engine oil, is it the one you want to pour here?" He said, "Yes." And funny enough, the engine oil said it's not as if he went to fix it. They got it from all these roadside this thing there, which means that it could be nonsense that is even inside. Considering how fake most oils are in the market, in the open market. Instead of buying direct from the Total filling station. Actually, since you live in Abuja, Total is everywhere. But I was there. They went and picked it up somewhere, on that street. So I was like, this oil is not good for this your engine. If truly you want to preserve that engine, it's not good. It's not the right oil. He said, which oil is the right oil? I said, as far as Peugeot is concerned, the only oil recommended for this your engine, even though I don't know the current condition of your engine, but oil recommended for your engine is 5W40. I didn't bother telling him about it. I think I told him about Total. Yeah, Total was 9,000, 5W40, or any other equivalent, anyone that has that certification. He said he became upset. And I can't remember the exact one, but he said, "What do you mean?" At that time, I think was not this happened years ago, like 7 or 8 years ago. I'm trying to remember the exact amount of was 9,000. I think 9,000 there was like 13,500 or 17,000 something. I know it was before this lockdown thing. You guys remember? He said, "What do you mean that I should spend up to 20,000 naira to put oil for engine for spend all those 20,000 naira oil on 407. I'm talking about his own vehicle, not another person. He was just asking, do you? So you're saying I should spend up to 20,000 naira on the 407? He was mad at me for even coming. I was like, man. See, is some people deserve whatever nightmares that befall them. I mean, I just told myself, come on, you brought this upon yourself. I know some people will say, but it doesn't matter, you're supposed to try. No, I was supposed to mind my business. Period. Yeah, so it's somebody like this. I mean, you could tell somebody like this is the same person. That's their mentality. That whoever that wrote this is that's kind of mentality. How dare he spend extra money to keep his car in good condition? Because 407 is what? Toyota Corolla of 2004. So Corolla now 407 of that same production years are now they are made, but I'm not saying he mentioned Corolla, but you know this is a mentality of Corolla users. That's how they see. Ask every Toyota Corolla user, why will he spend more than why will he buy oil that is not that has a weight lesser than 20 W50? I mean, that's an absurd thing in Nigeria. I'm not saying all of them do, but come on, majority of them. Am I? Come here, liar. Majority of these Corolla users, especially 2000, that same year of 406, 407, who they buy oil way past 5,000 or 20 W50 or maybe SHP. That one insults to them, most of them self. I know you will say, I'm bashing Toyota Corolla user. That's the reality. Hey, I want make your opportunity come for you, make you upgrade. That's all. Of course, don't ever stay there. Because there are doors. If I tell you many doors 407 will open for you, a clean 407 like this one you're looking at on the screen. In Abuja here, I'm not talking about London or this thing. So many doors, this 407, once it they clean, they neat like this, it go open for you. Many contracts, so many opportunities go open for you. Businesses, contacts, you go they get them like this. Now they talk about 407 anyhow. Carry your Corolla come now. Now who buy B? Why go? Who born you to cross that gate? No, I'm telling you, see, I'm not. You know, certain things will happen. You'll be like, let's get rid. That's what I'm saying. 407 not be everybody made. Not just because of their parents. It's just a car from beginning, even when it was produced. Don't be don't be small man's car. Don't be poor man's car. Forget say it's not a used car and the value is not as the resale value is not as high as the predecessor, which is 406. Yeah, I will say that. I'm an expert in Peugeot, so I'm telling you for a fact. But still, it still hasn't removed that fact. No be small now. Say not everybody go fit afford to keep that car in good condition. So if you don't reach your level, don't go there so that you won't start embarrassing yourself. Person tell you say if this condition attached to this to keep that car, oh yeah, go and buy Porsche or Lamborghini and begin to expect say now the same maintenance cost it go be with low side Toyota Corolla mechanic go charge you. 407 not be made for everybody. Dey see some wey be say you go see, you go dey say, this car you see as e dey cry, make the car enter graveyard. Moto anwụọla moto anwụgo pịị kwa ihe niile abuse, all kinds of abuse done on the vehicle. Ọ nwe moto ya apụta ihe ka a na-asị nke ọkasọ na moto. That's what I'm saying. So don't say, oh, all 407 are the same. Because some way they don't mess up. Oh, those ones no count again. They just carry the badge, put for, see, badge, see there for body. That one no be car. They don't, na graveyard, 9 feet. So, those who are serious, if you are not adult, see, my videos are not restricted. Some people will restrict some. There are channels where some videos that with vital information will be limited to only those probably who pay certain amounts to the owner of the channel monthly. But I don't do it. I have that feature is there for me to make use of it if I want to. I'm eligible to that. It's been for a long time, but I choose not to do it. So use it. You get the information. It's a plus for you guys. Don't have to. Not everybody. I understand. Not everybody can afford certain things. Even though I know for especially Nigerians, it's not even about affordability sometimes. It's just the mindset that you can pay for every other thing, but how dare me pay for information on cars? Why do I have to take so special care about a car when I can abuse it with impunity, and tomorrow I'll complain that the vehicle is a useless brand or this and that? Because the best thing to do is to shift responsibility to something else rather than, take accountability of someone's foolishness or mistakes. I make my own mistakes. Not everything that I'm not always accurate or perfect when it comes to uh, uh, issues that comes with from Peugeot cars. There are times you see me self, I will involve other people. Hey, come, this one is becoming very challenging for me. See, can you handle it? Sometimes I will even bother. Hey, I know this person, he understands it better than I do on this aspect of Peugeot cars. Let him handle it. That's what I do. I don't claim to be it or know it all. So at the end, even all those things, I will still come and share it online and put their faces up so that if you know the person, go to him. Sometimes I put their phone numbers. No, so if you can't afford 407, waka no be for you. Later, I'm going to talk to that guy, that 407 VC saloon that is available for sale. Trust me, that guy will sell. I don't know how much he said, but he will likely sell it at the giveaway price. I hope so. I didn't ask for the price, but the way and manner from the little issues they said the car had that made the man to abandon it. I was like, come on. I can understand, because those things, they are not necessarily that cheap compared to other cars. Even fueling a 407 V6, not everybody can afford to fuel 407 V. 407 has the 407 suspension. It's more expensive to maintain than this all these newer 508. I'm not talking about the R8. I'm talking about like W2508. 407 suspension is more expensive to maintain. I want people to pay attention, because they say 407 not be everybody's mate financially. No, if you don't get money, stay away from that car. Not be poor man's car. I'll repeat it again. So you, when they open your 36, they do like say, maybe get other brand of cars where you be rich man, you be over. If you are not ready to spend, go out, get rid of that car now, because it go show you pepper. You see pepper, you go hear them. Go talk to people wey 407 don deal with. He go deal with you. Either you go abandon am somewhere, or you go scrap the car. 407, he will deal with you. Why people like me continue to enjoy while you are busy crying? At best, you join the 36 complaining how bad Peugeot cars are, how bad this car won't kill you. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.